However, tighter security ahead of APEC and an ongoing nationwide airport workers' strike may still cause longer waits and inconvenience to travelers. Busan City inaugurated the second local era committee today at City Hall with 20 members including academics, business leaders, and policy experts. The ceremony included appointment letters, a launch performance, and reports on the first committee's work and the second term's plans. Operating under the slogan Expand Authority, Increase Autonomy, Solve Local Issues, the committee will deliberate and decide on policies to strengthen decentralization and balance growth. Chaired by education expert Lee Jung-gi, the group will serve for 2 years. In international news, rescuers in Indonesia report finding no signs of life beneath the rubble of a collapsed Islamic boarding school in Sidoarjo, where 59 people remain missing. The 2-story building collapsed on Monday with hundreds of students, mostly teenage boys, inside. At least 5 were confirmed dead and around 100 injured. 13 individuals were pulled out alive, though 2 later died in the hospital. And now for today's weather. The current weather in Busan is mostly cloudy with a temperature of 24 degrees. The temperature will average around 23 degrees Celsius this evening. And that wraps up this hour's news. Thank you for joining us. You're listening to BFM 부산 영어방송.
Your best choice. BEFM 부산 영어방송.
Coming up next is For Your Busan with Laura McLucky. BFM 부산 영어방송.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello. Happy Thursday to you all out there. Happy start of Chuseok, if I don't mind saying it myself. Now, some people explore the moon. Some people simply look up and make a wish. Some people study the possibility of life on the moon. And others wish for good health to the moon. As the bright full moon rises in the sky this Chuseok, what are you going to do? What about you? Will you explore it with curiosity or make a heartfelt wish beneath its light? Let's get ready for Chuseok. This is For Your Busan. I'm your host, Laura McLucky. Let's kick off Thursday with some Bruno Mars, Treasure.
But you walk around here like you wanna be someone else. Oh, wow. I know that you don't know it, but you're fine, so fine. Fine, so fine. Oh, wow. Oh, girl, I'm gonna show you when you're mine, oh, mine. Mine, oh, mine. Treasure. That is what you are. Honey, you're my golden star. You can make my my treasure. Yeah, you are my treasure. You are my treasure. You are my treasure. Yeah, you are treasure. Treasure. You are my treasure. You are my treasure. You are my golden star. You are my treasure. You can make my treasure come true. You are my treasure. If you let me treasure you, you are my treasure. If you let me treasure you.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you. You are my treasures. Too cheesy? A little bit cheesy. I like it though. I think the cheesiness is something we need, especially when it comes to a holiday like Chuseok. Because it's all about love and sharing love and looking at the moon and wishing for nice things, isn't it? Yes, that was Bruno Mars with Treasure to kick off our show. And a little bit of housekeeping. Welcome to For Your Busan. I'm your host, Laura McCluckey. It's Thursday, the 2nd of October. We are sliding right into the DMs of Chuseok about now because the roads are packed. People are getting ready for the long weekend. Luckily, I made it here on time. I did not break any speed limits. Let me promise you that. And so if you are on the roads, please do drive safe. The traffic will get progressively worse and worse, I imagine, this afternoon. If you don't know already, my name is Laura McCluckey. I'm your host, and you are tuned in to BEFM on 90.5 and 103.3 FM. Welcome to BEFM, 부산영어방송입니다. 반갑습니다. It's 4:10 on the clock. We got a big day today. A very big day. I'm very excited. Do you know why? You know why. Welcome to the show. I'm going to pretend we're not super excited, but let's get on with it, shall we? And then we'll make mistakes and do silly things as we go along. Deal? Deal. Okay. Have you ever dreamed of going to the moon, by the way? I was talking about the moon at the top of the show. Of course, Chuseok is all about the full moon. And I have been asked this question many times. Would you like to go to the moon? I don't know why that's a common question that I've been asked. Anyway, and my answer is no, absolutely not. I have a duty to stay here on Earth, firmly planted, to make sure that my kids are fine. However, once my kids are all grown up and off doing their own things with their own families, would I go to the moon? I think probably yes. Given the opportunity, I think what an opportunity to waste, right? So I'm not going to actively seek it out. But anyway, have you ever tried to spot the shadow of the rabbit or the rabbits that live on the moon? No? Moon rabbits? You don't know anything about that? You probably won't if you're not Korean. Anyway, even if you've never done either of those things, there's one thing you've probably done at least once. And if not, you can do it this time. Put your hands together. Come on, moon. And made a wish when looking at the full moon lighting up the sky. I like to look at the moon and think, wow, that's not strange to me. Because think about it, the moon has always been there. But if we watch a sci-fi movie and we're on if we're on Mars, for example, in this sci-fi movie, and we look up and there's 6 different planets, that looks weird. But for us, looking at the moon is just normal. These are the things that keep me up at night, right? Anyway, if you've never made a wish to the moon before, why not try it this Chuseok? I'll even tell you exactly when to look up. If you're in Seoul, the big Chuseok full moon will rise on the 6th of October at 5:32 p.m. Seems quite early, but there we go. According to the Korea Astronomy and Space Science Institute, the moon will reach its highest point at 11:50 p.m. on the same night. It becomes perfectly full the next day on the 7th at 12:48 p.m. But since it's daytime, you won't be able to see it. So sorry about that. So yes, the moon you'll see on Chuseok night, it might not be the perfect circle. But what is perfect anyway, right? It'll be just slightly less full on the left side. Kind of like... no, never mind. I was going to say, but I would never say, kind of like my full moon, you know? A little bit lopsided, but it's all right. We're doing PT. We'll get over it. And what about Busan? If you're in Busan, the moon is expected to rise a little earlier at 5:24 p.m. on October 6th. And so, you know, all you've got to do now, step outside and decide what you're going to wish for. So what would you wish for? Let me tell you, that is not my text topic today. My text topic today is something we have been waiting for many, many, many weeks now. In the first half of the show, we will have the artistic director, Park Kalin, of the opening and closing ceremonies of the National Sports Festival in Busan right here in the studio. Yes, we will. Look at my face. And so if you have any questions, anything that you'd like to ask, any messages you'd like to share, especially I know our For Your Busan listeners and viewers are all very 응원. You love to 응원, everybody. So please do send all of the messages you'd like to send us. 네, 여러분. 오늘 텍스트 토픽은 좀 특별합니다. 네, 추석에 관한 거는 아니고요. 오늘 1부에서는 부산 전국체전 개폐회식 연출을 맡은 박갈린 감독을 모십니다. 여러분 너무 기대하시죠? 네, 저도요. 그래서 여러분의 궁금한 점 아니면 하고 싶은 말을 있으면 보내주시기 바랍니다. 그리고 추첨을 통해 커피 상품을 보내드리겠습니다. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Claire is outside and blocking my view of the clock. So I don't know what time it is. Ah, there we go. Thank you, Claire. So for the next 2 hours, feel free to send your questions for our director, for you can send us any questions you like, of course, but take advantage of this very cool opportunity. All right, up next, it's time for Busan Times.
Stay connected to Busan's rhythm with For Your Busan, airing daily from 4:05 to 6 p.m. Blending your friends' voices with the latest information and news from our vibrant city.
Claire's in the studio. It's time for Busan Times. Hello.
Hello.
Happy, what day is this?
Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
I've been too excited about Chuseok. We're having a vacation. The
mood already.
Stretches all the way through. So I've just stopped counting the days.
Me too.
I'm going to rely on other people's information. You're lying. You're ready for it.
I've counted.
Okay, well, listen, it's time for Busan Times, of course. So let's get right into it. What do we have today?
Yes, Laura, and our first story really shows how quickly Busan is adapting in difficult times. As you know, after the fire at the National Information Resources Service on September 26th, the nationwide People Shinmungo system was suspended. This platform normally handles all kinds of public petitions and complaints, so the shutdown created real concern for citizens who suddenly had no way to file or track their requests.
Yeah, that's tough. That system is like the backbone of communication between citizens and government offices. Even, extends into lifestyle and so many different just essential services. Without it, people would be left waiting indefinitely.
Exactly, but Busan has stepped in as the first local government in Korea to create its own online civil service window. The city announced that it will operate in a pilot phase from October 10th to 12th before officially launching on October 13th.
So citizens won't have to wait for the national system to come back. They'll have access right here in Busan, right?
That's right. Citizens can use 3 main websites, including Busan Minwon 120, the Fire and Disaster Headquarters, and the Waterworks headquarters. Busan Minwon 120 will take care of general issues like traffic complaints, proposals, and service feedback, and the Fire and Disaster headquarters will handle illegal parking in fire lanes or blocked exits, while the Waterworks headquarters will cover billing, water quality, leaks, and repair requests.
So basically, it sounds like they're covering the most urgent and practical needs first.
Yes, and Mayor Park Kyung-jun highlighted that this system is about more than just convenience. He said it ensures continuity in public service, minimizes citizen frustration, and shows that Busan is serious about providing citizen-centered service. It's also a confidence-building move, showing that even if the national system goes down, Busan can still respond quickly and effectively.
Now, I can imagine citizens feeling very reassured that the city is not only responsive but also innovative, building its own infrastructure.
Exactly, and the city is training staff, providing manuals, and promoting the new service widely so that people know how to use it right away. It's a practical example of turning crisis into opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. And so I hope that we can get all of the things up and running as quickly as possible.
We hope so
and
too.
Back to better than before. That's what we look for.
We hope so.
Okay, second story, taking us from the digital world into something much more symbolic and quite emotional, actually. Tonight, a very special flame is being lit on Kadokdo Island. Claire, what's the story?
So at 6 p.m. this evening, so very soon, the city will host a ceremony at Yeondaebong called the Flame of Aspiration. The theme is Busan soaring toward the world and the future. It's meant to embody Busan's ambition as a global hub city.
And this isn't just rocking up and setting fire to a torch, right? It's
Not
not
at all.
just lighting a flame, right?
Not at all. It begins with a traditional 칠선녀 fire lighting ritual, which carries deep symbolism of receiving the blessing of heaven. Then, in dramatic fashion, the flame will be flown by a paraglider from Kadokdo to Daehang Port, symbolizing Busan's sky routes. Next, the Coast Guard will continue the journey by ship, retracing Admiral Lee Sun-shin's story route in the naval battle of Busan, linking past glory to present aspirations.
That's very powerful. I like that a lot, connecting the land, the sky, and the
Everything.
sea in one ceremony.
Yes, and the journey doesn't end there. The flame will arrive at Busan Station, where there will be a public performance with percussion and fire-themed art, as well as a large outdoor concert. Popular acts like Jiun Band, 경서예지, 노라조, and Coyote will perform to keep the energy high. I was expecting that.
So it's both ceremonial, it's festive, and it really involves the citizens, which is something Busan does
Yes,
very well.
Indeed. And importantly, this flame will be stored at City Hall until October 13th, when it joins with the official National Sports Festival flame that will be lit tomorrow, October 3rd, at Manisan in Ganghwa. It's a way of tying Busan's unique identity to the national stage.
I hope it'll be stored carefully.
I know. 13th.
What if it
More than 10
rains?
days.
Could just be careful with the flame. It's symbolically, of course, about Busan's future,
That's
right? Lighting up the city's path ahead, but also for Korea.
Yes, and Deputy Mayor Lee described it as a forceful beginning for Busan to rise toward the world and the future. He hopes this moment will inspire citizens and shine light on Busan's vision as a global hub.
I love our deputy mayor. He's very fun.
Yeah, I know.
He's very fun.
You
He's
met
very
him, right?
funny. Finally, something light-hearted for the holiday. The Busan Modern and Contemporary History Museum is offering a quiz challenge.
Yes, on October 6th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., the museum will host Quiz King Chuseok edition. Visitors can explore the main and annex buildings while solving questions about Busan's modern history, from the opening of the port to the Korean War refugee capital to democratization.
And there's prizes, right?
Of course, there's prize.
Yay!
That's right. The first 500 people to answer all questions correctly will get small souvenirs courtesy of the Bank of Korea Busan branch. Participation is free, and there are also giveaways through Kakao, the messengers, and video campaigns.
You can
The
say it
museum-
because we use
can
them.
we?
Just say it.
Okay, YouTube campaigns.
Yeah.
The museum will stay open during Chuseok, closing only on October 10th.
Mm-hmm.
Director said he hopes families enjoy both learning and celebrating together.
I love that. That sounds perfect. And that's all we have for today's Busan Times, unfortunately. New digital services, symbolic. English is tough, eh? English is so hard. Symbolic. It's not a word. Symbolic. There we go. Ceremonies and family-friendly activities. I think we're ready for the holiday now.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I am.
Whatever your plans, have a happy and safe Chuseok.
For you too.
Yeah. I'm going to say happy Chuseok to you 1,000,000 times over the next week and a half. Deal?
Yes, that's right.
Every day. Happy Chuseok. Happy Chuseok. Happy
Happy
Chuseok.
Chuseok.
Claire, thank you so much for bringing us all the updates. We'll see you tomorrow.
Happy Chuseok, everyone.
Happy Chuseok.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, let's have a song. This is Lullaby of Broadway by Johnny Mercer.
Come on along and listen to a lullaby of Broadway. Hip hooray and ballyhoo, the lullaby of Broadway.
The rumble of the subway trains, the rattle of the taxis, the daffodils that entertain at Angelo's and Maxie's.
When a Broadway baby says goodnight, it's early in the morning.
Manhattan babies don't sleep tight until the dawn.
Good night, baby. Good night.
Milkman's on his way.
Good night, baby. Good night.
Dig that cabaret. You better not start to hit the hay. We're gonna travel along Broadway.
We'll get a taxi and hop a bus. So come along, folks, and follow us.
From the Battery to Yonkers-town, right up to Yonkers and back on down.
And when we hit all the spots in town, we'll call it a day.
Listen to the lullaby of old Broadway.
Hey, good night. Good night, baby. Time to say good night. Milkman's on his way. Sleep tight. Close your eyes. Sleep tight, baby. Sleep so tight. We'll call it a day. And listen to the lullaby of old Broadway.
로라의 탐구생활. Well, if it isn't the consequences of our actions all catching up to us, fine to the nally, it's tomorrow, and all the good that we've done has resulted in us being allowed to have a lovely long Chuseok holiday. Yes. And so the start of the holiday brings excitement and joy to many people. There's still a lot of people who don't look forward to it as much because lately everything's gotten so expensive that just shopping for food feels kind of scary, feels really uncomfortable, right? We don't like it. No, we don't like to spend that money. So when Chuseok comes, we want to shop, but we don't want to have to worry about the burden, the financial burden. So here's how to shop smartly for the holidays without crying over the bill. Deal? I'm going to tell you some ways. First of all, make a detailed list. Now, the other day we talked about impulse shopping, and I made a really ridiculous impulse purchase on internet shopping. One-click buy. Silly. Don't do that. Before you step out, write down everything you need. Whether it's vegetables or meat, fruit, sauces, etc. and stick to it. Don't go walking down the snack aisle going, ooh, 이거도 맛있겠다, 이거도 맛있겠다. 하지 마세요. 그러게 하지 마세요. Don't have sticky hands. No. Just walk straight to what you need, get it, and then once your list is checked off, get to the checkout. It avoids all these impulse buys, right? And it keeps your budget in check. Tempting, I know, but no. Okay, use online shopping benefits. That's number 2. So if you're busy, you can try online grocery shopping. Many sites run holiday promos, of course. You've got coupons, there's limited time deals. You'll save time and sometimes even money, especially for non-perishables. But here's the caveat. Make sure it's something that you're already shopping for. Don't just go online and think, oh, what deals can I buy? Like, what money can I spend? Don't do that. 1+1 deals on buffer for your body or body scrub or something that you don't really need. Don't buy it. Even if it's 1+1. Still means you have to buy it, okay? Next, choose substitute ingredients. This is a big one. Some items get super duper expensive, like premium beef, like certain fruits. So use affordable alternatives, pork or chicken, instead of these top tier beef, seasonal fruit, seasonal things, etc., instead of the exotic ones, okay? So don't use exotic stuff. Just use the basic ones. You can still use like simple and fresh and local ingredients and make delicious food. Yeah, you can cook a delicious meal without overspending. Buy in small quantities to avoid waste. Now, it's hard when you go to the big box stores because you have a huge portion. Overbuying at holidays is very, very easy. So don't do that. If you buy too much, many ingredients will go to waste unless you're sharing with everybody. So use small packages or get the buy one, get one free. You can even, freeze some things. And especially if you're cooking for yourself or a small family, it's just not worth getting the big boxes. And finally, plan your cooking times, plan your cooking steps, and plan your time as well. So decide what you need to cook first, what needs prep, how much you need ahead of time. If you cook dishes ahead of time and freeze them or clean vegetables in advance, you'll ease the burden on the day and reduce stress, and you'll not find yourself running out quickly to buy ingredients that you forgot about that you have to pay like 3 times for because you have to get them at the convenience store. Don't do that. Plan ahead and go and enjoy your shopping and have a very, very happy Chuseok. Yes, that's my deep dive. And I hope that you all do have a happy Chuseok, whatever you're doing. If you are alone, then you can stay with us. We'll be with you all the way through the holiday. Don't you worry. And if you're spending time with family, I wish you a lovely, peaceful and argument-free time with your family. And of course, there's lots of things to do around Busan as well. So whatever you do, happy Chuseok. What do you say? 행복한 한가위. 행복한? 한가위? 보내세요 or 되세요. But you know when it's like 새해 복 많이 받으세요. That's like it's like 새해 복, get lots of New Year luck. But 행복한 한가위, is that it? Or is there another word to go with it? 풍선한? Balloon?
What?
풍선 아니에요. 풍성. Balloon 한가위? 와우. 한국어 진짜 초보입니다. 죄송해요. 와, 어렵네요. 오케이. 행복한 한가위 되세요, 여러분. 좋습니다. That was my deep dive. And now, my friends, it's time for something pretty special.
제106회 전국체육대회 10월 17일부터 23일까지 부산이 선수들의 열정으로 타오릅니다.
The 106th National Sports Festival. From October 17th to the 23rd, a monumental event is headed straight for Busan. We're with you on For Your Busan. Ready, set, Busan! For 10 weeks, we'll bring you the latest National Sports Festival news, introduce the events, and share inspiring athlete stories. Play the quiz, win prizes, and get involved. If you want to enjoy the National Sports Festival to the max, tune in every Thursday at 4:35 p.m. Don't miss it. It all starts now.
8월 14일부터 10월 23일까지 매주 목요일 4시 35분 포열 부산의 레디셋 부산. 절대 놓치지 마세요.
Ready, set, Busan! There's no Andrew today, which, I have to say, I'm very happy because instead of Andrew, we have a very, very special guest. It's an absolute delight that we can bring Colleen Park, which is the easier way to say it, into our studio. And Andrew's probably crying out there, but this is a very special episode. So I would like, first of all, to say welcome to For Your Busan.
Thank you. It's going to be fun speaking English in Busan since a long time ago.
Yeah, and that's it. And so the thing is, you are completely fluent in English. So that was my question to the producer.
I was born there and then lived my early childhood in Busan.
Right.
And our family had the first English school here in Busan in the 1969-70. So I know about the whole language thing.
So it's your first language, basically. Yeah. And so I asked the producer, I was like, are we speaking English? Are we speaking Korean? She's like, English. I was
Either
like,
is fine.
Yes. For me, it's so much easier. So let me do a little bit of housekeeping. Now, of course, Busan is truly a city where everyone is a bit of a sports fan, whether it's baseball, basketball, athletics, volleyball. And this fall, something very special is coming. We have the 106th National Sports Festival and the 45th National Parasports Festival. And the artistic director of both the opening and closing ceremonies, Colleen Park, is here with us to chat, to tell us all about the things.
Yeah, well, I'm here so that everyone can come and see what we're doing. But we're having, as you said, opening and closing, both for para games as well as the actual games. We're putting together a huge stadium show.
Yeah.
And it's all about Busan.
Yeah.
And our stage is, as you can see, if you drive along the harbor area, that it's all containers.
Yeah.
We've got containers for our stage, and there's going to be stuff pouring out of it that represents all of Busan and from the 70s era to the 90s to today. So it's just going to be a fun show for everyone to see. We're preparing a lot of stuff, and you're going to be able to see a few of the older K-pop stars and the new K-pop stars and trot singers, and so it's just going to be fun. You got to come out there with your orange bags.
It's going to be an extravaganza.
Yeah.
I love that. It's going to be incredible. And the fact that we're using, or we, I say we, the collective we, not me, our director, but that we're using containers as the set.
Yeah.
I think that's special.
When I was growing up back in the 70s, early 70s here, that's going to tell my age. Oh my God. Okay, so.
But edit that out. It's not live. We're just kidding. It's not live. Just kidding.
But I grew up in Songdo.
Yeah.
And Choryang. And
wow.
so every time you'd have to pass all the containers, the shipping yards. And so that I used to watch the container ships, floating in the dark way off in the sea. And that was one of the fun things to look over the wall to see what is all that.
Yeah.
But that's where all our commerce comes from, right? So
absolutely.
If you didn't have that, it was one of the three big ports, the fifth largest port in the days of the world.
Yeah,
and
well, now the
are.
seventh.
Yeah. So that's where Busan gets its industry from. So I thought when I was asked to do this, I said, okay, it's my hometown of Korea, and they haven't had one in 25 years. I haven't been doing stadium shows in a while, so let me go back down and do it. So I was very thankful. I was invited to direct it. And the first thing I came up, and this was a year ago, and I thought, okay, my background is the containers. We're going to use the containers as the stage, and each section of the containers, 2-3-tier stage, will open them up, and you'll see 자갈치 시장 pouring out of it. You'll see Texas 골목. You'll see Chinatown.
We've
You'll
got Texas Street.
Yeah. Well, we've got the whole, bang up of the 70s Korea, and also, 깡통 시장.
Yeah.
They call it 국제시장, but it was 깡통 to us.
Yeah.
And so we're going to go through all the 70s, era. Then we go to the International Film Festival. We're going to have like a whole background of what you do in film industry on those container stages. And then it'll go to the big Haeundae. We're actually having sand within the stadium. You'll see people in bikinis, and we're going to represent, the different eras of Korea. It's all going to be a big show. That's our opening ceremony. And a very interesting way of lighting our cauldron, which we never reveal until that day.
Yes.
And then a big, festival show ending with Kim THU and daybreak. And so it's just going to be a fun show. It's very Busan-ish.
Yeah.
So if you're a Busan person and you know that I've been here since long time ago, you got to come out. So everyone has to come out and just enjoy it.
And the wonderful thing is that the 16 gu's and guns are offering 2 free tickets to Busan citizens. To each citizen, you can get a free ticket. So please do visit your district office and get your tickets for the performance. This is for us. This is for the citizens to celebrate Busan. But I want to say, you just said you're going to have sand. You didn't take it from Haeundae, did you? That's illegal.
Oh, no.
We're not allowed to do that.
No. We have it. It's what we call stage sand, and it's represented in a different way. And so, no, we did not take it. It came shipped in from somewhere else.
So listen, you're my favorite kind of guest because you are just brimming to tell us everything about it, which is wonderful. And we have invited our listeners to also ask questions. We've got Jenny in Hong Kong, who says, oh my goodness, hello, so happy to see you. We've got Tough Guy Neem, wow, celebrity. We've got Welcome Miss Colleen from Benny Neem. We've also got Janice Neem saying, I'm a huge fan. And yeah, just everyone is very excited to welcome you here. So it is a huge honor for me as well. One, because I'm also from the theatre, and so understanding your journey, I can feel it in my bones.
I can see it in your face.
Oh, really? That's good. I like that. And also, just very interestingly, complete side note, and then we'll get back on track. Something that I love that you said about Texas Street. Now, I'm obviously from Scotland, and last year I went back to Orkney, where my old time back in the day family's from. We stayed on this farm in a static camper van. And the farmer there was called Kenny. He'd actually visited Busan in the late 70s, early 80s, and was a frequent visitor of Texas Street and all the bars around.
Yeah.
And it was such a small world.
Yeah.
He was talking all about that era.
Yeah. And see, I went to, that there's a Chinese school in the back.
Yeah.
Well, that's where I went to school before I went to my first year at Choryang.
Right.
Back in the day, it was called 국민학교, not 초등학교. So, that's where I went to school. So I had to walk through Texas Street. I had to walk all the way to 자갈치, and past it all the way to Songdo, take a bus. And so that whole Choryang all the way up to Songdo was my neighborhood.
Your stomping ground.
Yes. But yeah, what a small world. And back in the day, Texas Street was very, very lively, very alive, and lots of people there. And then our first opening scene is called 배들 because that's a word we used to use. And that day when you say, 야, 오늘 배들 온다 하면, you know that it's going to start bustling in the air, in the city.
The boats coming in,
the people coming, the fish is coming in,
Yeah.
the people from, the big container ships are coming in, and then you'd have like a lot of the army come by, or a ship from foreign countries. So you knew that it was going to be a day of commerce, So 배들 온다 is the title of our opening show.
Yeah, and so we did a quiz about that recently, actually, where we said, what is the title of it? 배들 온다.
Oh, okay.
And so our listeners are very clued up. We've been drumming it into them week by week.
Great.
But you have had a fantastic career, and you've taken on this role of artistic director for the opening and closing ceremonies for both the 106th and the 45th National Sports Games. So how does it feel, just on a personal level, coming home, I guess I want to say, and leading such a meaningful project?
Well, I thought that I was actually going to retire this year at the beginning. I really did, because I've just been working hard, and I thought, okay, my brain needs to, recalibrate. So I really expected to just relax. And then at the end of the year, this offer came through last year, and I thought, oh my gosh, it's Busan, what am I going to do? But I've got to be there. I still have family here. But I thought, okay, it's 106th. And I think what gave it to me was that it was 25 5 years since they had done their last one.
Yeah.
So I thought it was meaningful for them. It was perfect timing for me. And I had a lot to say about Busan. Because I grew up, just after the war and then opening up and, Korea was just getting on its way. And I thought, okay, I was there. I was there when it was still just trying to get to Busan. And then I, of course, gone away for a while. But so I knew the essence of it. And I thought, okay, because it took me a while to say yes. But I thought, I know what I want to do with the show. When that answer came to me, because I used to watch the ships dance from Songdo, because we lived up on the hills and we'd look down, and during the rainy and the stormy days, you'd see them dance on the ocean far away.
Yeah.
And I thought, I know what I want to say. I know what my story is, all the way up to the Para Games. So I thought, okay, I'll do it. But they have to accept my story. But they did, and so we're here.
So I'll do it my way.
Yeah.
I love that.
But it is still a celebration of all the athletes. So the show, we want them there and we want them to be applauded. So I want the citizens to come out and just have a fun day. No, we're not forcing any story on them, no philosophy. Just come and enjoy.
Just this is Busan and let's celebrate our athletes.
Because, we're very loud and passionate.
Yes.
We always sound like we're fighting. Well, okay, come and do that.
Come and fight loudly together for fun in the stadium. I love it. We've got a text message coming in from 3869 Neem who asks you a question. When you work on music, which element do you consider the most important?
Oh, okay. Well, of course, you have to study what you're writing the music for or if it's just pure music. But I think all creativity comes from the day you were born and before that from your parents, how they were raised and how their grandparents were raised. You gather all that. And that's in you, not physically as DNA, and then on forward to all that you've collected in your life.
Yeah.
And from all your learnings, which can be, history, which is thousands of years, but then it has to be truthful. And that's such a weird word to use in arts because we can't really explain it. But you have to be so sincere as to why you wrote it. And all the whys are, I think, important. Why are you writing it? Why are you writing this? What are you writing for and why? And if you enjoy certain kinds of music and it speaks to you, then you have to figure out why it does that, why it speaks to you and how it affects you. And if I am doing music, I'm all in. I hear nothing else. I don't see the audience if I'm performing or if I'm backstage. It doesn't matter. It's just why you're doing it and what was the reason and why you wrote this and why that person is doing this. All the reasons have to be very, very clear and you have to be so invested. There's no right, left, apti, nothing. Just you're there.
Yep.
And so I think, and creativity is such an exciting and scary energy. But yeah, you're terrified the whole time.
Yeah.
But it's great.
But you love it. It's addictive.
It's just, I don't know if I'm addictive. It's just that I know I enjoy solving puzzles.
Yeah.
And it's like if you're creating something, you're solving puzzles the whole time.
So I know that, in my limited experience of stage management, not even artistic direction, but in stage management or of putting together like a performance or a few musicals, there's so many moving pieces.
Yeah.
How do you, and this is the really boring, like analytical part of my brain talking now, how do you keep it all in order?
Oh, I am such a good organizer.
Okay.
I am. My house, I know where the last screw, one piece of screw is, where it is in my house. Because it's all about category. And I don't know why I have that, but I go back to puzzles. I loved puzzles, mysteries, solving, where did this come from? What is this? What is this made of? I used to think I need to know how to make a bar of soap because cleanliness is next to, godliness. And if I know how to make soap, I'm going to be all right for the rest of my life. So it was all about puzzles. And I think writing a story or putting something on stage and all the stage directions and what every actor is doing, it's all about following that story to its umpteenth minute.
Yeah.
And I just happen to enjoy that. I love unraveling knotted up necklaces. That's just...
it's relaxing, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's the headphones?
Yes.
Just undoing it.
And I love complicated things which nobody can solve, and I solve it. So it's all about categorizing, putting it in its place, getting it there, and the reason why. Why is this? So I keep asking the why, so you know that all the screws go here, but this one screw is so special in its own place.
Yeah.
So it's just all about organizing, but that's always asking why.
Yeah.
Why does the egg need to be here?
Yeah.
Or why does this character say this? But it's all about puzzles, and you create this whole realm in its own sincerity and truth. I keep using that word, but it's just so exciting to solve puzzles.
Yeah.
And so that's all I can say.
What do you mean that's all you could? That's all she can say. That's all. That's all. So I've got people texting in and asking questions. I do want to ask you though as well, because you're set to perform in Busan next month. So you are a woman of many talents. Like we said, you have done an incredible amount in your career: stage director, musical director, artistic director, a musical actor, and many, many more. Tell us about next month, because this is one of the most distinctive and fitting casts in 42nd Street's history, they're saying.
Yes. So I was first asked to play Dorothy, which is the lead woman character. But when I went in to do my contract, they said, can you think about this once? We would really like to have you play Julianne Marsh, which had never been done before by a woman. And I thought, well, okay, hang on, let me read the script again. So I went back home and I read, and I thought, okay, I think they're asking because in Korea, in Seoul, they've always seen me as this very tough go-getter. I've been called a witch. My nickname is a witch for all the rehearsals because I am. I need everything in its place. And so they've seen me work, and I thought that they thought that this Julianne Marsh character for 42nd Street is very, very straightforward, very brash. And all he is about is getting that show on stage. And so I think they offered it. Then I thought, okay, I have to find a way to do it because the Korean language doesn't really allow for the woman to be not me.
That's strange. The culture embedded in itself, it's just, there's things that just don't work.
No, they don't. And I thought, did they think this through? I understand why they're asking me, because they see me in that role, because that's my life of being that director. But boy, I really needed to work out the Korean language for that role. So I just went back to the original script, the English script, the original. I just studied it. And until that got embedded, then I could say it in Korean. But boy, I really enjoyed it. Oh, I have to tell you, I am not a person of like clothes. We're always in our just sweatsuits most of the time, unless you're put into a costume.
And same.
And I love my suit in Julianne Marsh in 42nd Street. So, but yeah, I've been having really fun with it. And we're ending in Busan.
Yes.
It's our last show of our whole season. So right after the opening ceremonies of the athletics, the national games.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a very interesting week for me where I finish a lot of things.
I know, it's going to, and very, like, from one to the other.
Yeah.
And so really looking forward to that. I'm going to get the tickets when you come to Busan. Now, listen, we are almost out of time, so I'm because we don't want to have a big problem when we get in trouble with the 방송 사고. But Piggybank님 says, what aspects of the performance at the opening and closing ceremonies did you pay the most attention to, or 신경 많이 쓰이는 부분이 뭐였는지? And what do you want the public to feel or to gain?
Well, I think the actual stage was a big thing for us because it's such a huge space. You need to be able to convey what you want to because everyone is looking at it from so far away. So it was like, what can be understood and picked up easily without trying to explain it?
Yeah.
So viewing it from up on the stands, looking down, I thought, okay, I'm going to envision this container yard. So it's in the day of the container yard is our opening, and our closing, I thought, well, it's so manly, it's strong. You've got the containers and you've got the 포크레인차. We've got all that, and all the containers are moving. Everyone's in a helmet, and then we've got the performers. So it was very manly and strong. And I thought, well, what I really wanted to convey for the closing was that we only have two people on stage at one point. we have a big opening, but at the end, when the flag is handed to Jeju, we only have 2 women performers on that entire stadium.
Wow.
And it's very focused, and they're in their trance mode of this dance and things you can't understand. It was very cosmopolitan, cosmic, and the universe. And they're handing the flag, and it's a huge, long 50-meter LED stage.
Yeah.
And there's only 2 people on it, but it's the highway undersea from Busan to Jeju, and you're going to be seeing great puppetry of these fantastic fish and underwater that's going to be in the middle of the stage. And so I think it was the stage itself and then the story I wanted to convey.
Yeah.
So even visually, you're just going to enjoy it because you wouldn't have seen it anywhere else.
Yeah. I love that. I love that you've got this huge stage, and obviously I've not seen the performances yet, but you've got 2 people, and passing the flag is so symbolic and it's so transcendent, and it's kind of like we are small in the universe, but we're big. And so I love that. I love that about artistic performances. And Busan does that really well. Can you just, before we have to say goodbye, can you share a few words with our listeners to encourage them to look forward to the upcoming sports festivals, to maybe cheer for our athletes as well, and any final thoughts that you would like to share?
Well, 25 years was the last time it's been done here, and the national games are the big Olympics of Korea before you go international. So I think it's really important, and Busan put a lot of energy into this. It's bigger than any other national games that has been done before.
역시 부산.
Yeah. Well, I think it took that long, but they're really making it special.
Yeah.
And they gave us enough leeway in order to make it big. So we have huge stages, things you haven't seen before, but it is still the national games. And I think, Busan, as you said, is, with the ocean and all of this, they're very active people. Yes. And I'm saying bring your orange plastic bags because you will have a reason to put it on. And I'm not going to tell you why, but you're going to enjoy. There'll be a moment that you're going to pull it out and you wish you had it with you, where you can join, in the whole ceremony. Yeah. And the athletes at one point will be on, in the ground, they'll be in the stage, and it's different for every show that we have.
Yeah.
But we want all that energy of the Busan people just in that stadium, filling it in whichever way, clapping, screaming, shouting, and just having a great time. So please come out and celebrate the athletes and the games. And it's been a while. It's been a quarter of a century since it's been here. So that's significant. And I'm from Busan, and I'm here, and I'm working my butt off to put this on for you, for everyone, for us. So please come and enjoy it with us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's nothing that I can add to that, and nor would I want to. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please give it up for the fantastic Colleen Park. We will definitely be there. Thank you so much for coming on, and we will see you again very soon.
Thank you so much.
고맙습니다. I'll see you in the second half. 감사합니다.
1, 2, 3, 4.
부산영어방송.
부산의 축제 어디까지 즐겨보셨나요? 과거와 현재, 미래가 공존하는 항구도시 부산. 이곳 부산은 계절을 물들이는 다양한 축제로 늘 풍성합니다. 봄의 시작을 알리는 봄꽃 축제부터 부산의 여름을 만끽하는 바다축제, 전 세계 영화인들이 모이는 부산국제영화제와 새로운 시작의 해맞이 축제까지. 부산의 축제는 우리의 열정을 가득 담고 있습니다. 바쁜 일상은 잠시 뒤로 하고 특별한 시간을 선물 받는 바로 이곳 부산에서 우리의 삶은 축제가 됩니다. 축제로 하나 되는 부산. 여러분은 어떤 축제를 기다리시나요? 이 캠페인은 대선공익재단과 BFM 부산영어방송이 함께합니다.
제106회 전국체육대회 10월 17일부터 23일까지 부산이 선수들의 열정으로 타오릅니다.
The 106th National Sports Festival. From October 17th to the 23rd, a monumental event is headed straight for Busan. We're with you on For Your Busan. Ready, set, Busan! For 10 weeks, we'll bring you the latest National Sports Festival news, introduce the events, and share inspiring athlete stories. Play the quiz, win prizes, and get involved. If you want to enjoy the National Sports Festival to the max, tune in every Thursday at 4:35 p.m. Don't miss it. It all starts now.
8월 14일부터 10월 23일까지 매주 목요일 4시 35분 포열 부산의 레디셋 부산. 절대 놓치지 마세요.
Dear BEFM listeners, as the season of the full moon arrives, Chuseok is just around the corner, and we wish you a joyful holiday filled with laughter and warm hearts. May your days be as filling as Songpyeon, and your days as abundant as the full moon, filling your life throughout the autumn of 2025. May your hearts be filled with generosity as well as you make your way home. Please drive safely. For you, the BFM listeners, we've prepared plenty of fun content for the Chuseok holiday, so please stay tuned into BEFM. And we hope this time we share together will be even more special and that we will share it with hearts as bright as the full moon. Have a wonderful Chuseok.
中秋佳节，祝大家月圆人圆，事事圆满，福事乐事，好事连连。中秋快乐！
Xin chào Việt Nam, kính chúc quý vị và các bạn có một mùa trung thu thật đầm ấm, sum vầy và hạnh phúc cùng gia đình.
풍성한 한가위 보내시기 바랍니다.
Happy Chuseok!
Happy Chuseok!
Happy Chuseok!
The time is now 5 o'clock.
포열 부산?
포열 부산 아닙니까? 원래는 울산 사람이니까 포열 부산 내리죠 이렇게.
포열 부산.
포열 부산.
할까요? 포열 부산. 잠깐만요.
You're now listening to For Your Busan.
네, 안녕하세요. 올리비아입니다. 오늘은 감사한 정훈이와 함께하도록 하겠습니다. 안녕하세요.
네, 안녕하세요.
일단 환영합니다.
네, 감사합니다.
수식어를 정해주셨어요.
네, 감사한 정훈입니다.
왜 감사한 정훈이라고 정하셨습니까?
제가 일단 이름이 김정훈이기도 하고 감정이나 느낌에도 약간 에너지 같은 게 있다고 생각을 합니다. 화가 난 사람이나 서운한 느낌을 가지고 나면 제가 알아차릴 수 있듯이 어떤 사람이 이렇게 풍기는 파장이 있다고 믿거든요. 그런 측면에서 이제 감사함이 인간이 가질 수 있는 가장 높은 단계의 에너지라고 생각을 해요. 평소에 생각해보면 저희가 감사할 일이 너무 많잖아요. 눈을 아침에 눈 뜨는 것도 감사하고 다른 사람을 새롭게 만나는 것도 감사한 일이고 그런 걸로 치면은 감사한 것들을 평소에 계속 안고 있으면 또 감사한 일이 또 찾아오지 않을까. 네, 평소에 그런 생각을 갖고 있어서 제 수식어를 감사한 정훈이라고 해봤습니다.
그래서 대표님은 어떤 일을 하시고 있습니까 지금?
사실은 이제 제가 본업이 따로 있습니다. 그 상패나 트로피를 제작해서 전국 도매업을 하고 있고 제가 지금 여태껏 말씀드렸던 SNS 활동은 제 부업으로 하고 있는.
부업으로 하는 거 치고 잘하고 있으시네요.
감사하게도.
네, 우와 재능이 너무 출중한데요.
네, 그렇게 진행을 하고 있고
네.
제가 이제 처음 제안드렸던 모임에서 70명 정도 되는 좀 네트워크를 만드는 그런 모임들을 하고 있고 제가 그 모임들을 나가면서 각 분야의 전문가분들이 있어요. 플랫폼을 만드시는 대표님도 있고 AI를 전문으로 하시는 분도 있고 커뮤니케이션 만드는 분도 있고 그런 분들하고 조금 협업을 해서 우리나라의 모든 사람이 AI를 사용할 수 있도록 해보자. 지역별로 커뮤니티를 만들어서 커뮤니티를 연결하고 우리나라 사람들이 AI를 좀 자유롭게 활용하고 할 수 있도록 하면 좋지 않을까. 계획된 건 아닌데 전문가분들하고 함께 하면은 충분히 가능할 수 있지 않을까 상상을 해보고 있습니다.
그럼 어떻게 이 아이디어를 생각하게 되셨어요?
사실은 이제 제가 좀 욕심이 많아가지고 이것저것 많이 해봤어요. 꼭 AI는 아니더라도 제가 본업을 하면서 그러니까 일이 9시부터 6시까지 딱 그냥 하면 끝나는 일이라서 아침 시간이랑 저녁 시간이 좀 남아요. 저 나름대로 이렇게 공부도 해보고 막연히 그냥 인플루언서 한번 해보고 싶은데 그런 생각이 있었는데 처음에는 AI는 아니었고 처음에는 이제 제가 그때 당시에 자기계발서나 뭐 이런 걸 좀 많이 읽고 있었어가지고 그거를 정리해서 이제 사람들한테 좀 소개하면 좋겠다 그런 생각으로
진짜 인플루언서네요. 선한 인플루언서.
카드 뉴스 형태로 이렇게 업로드를 했는데 6개월 정도 하루도 안 빼놓고 했었어요. 근데 팔로워가 700명 밖에 안 되더라고요. 그러니까 사람들이 크게 관심이 없었어가지고 그러면 다른 걸 좀 해볼까 해서 그때 당시 챗GPT가 나왔고 그걸 제가 공부하면서 영상도 만들어보고 이미지 만들어보고 하면서 좀 발전하게 됐습니다. 근데 이게 좀 신기한 게 제가 시작하고 3개월 만에 팔로워 1만 되고
네.
6개월 만에 한 3만 정도가 되게 너무 빨리 성장을 하다 보니까 보통 이제 그래프가 이렇게 쌓여가는 시기가 있고 폭발하는 시기가 있잖아요. 그거를 제가 만난 건 아닌가 생각도 하고 있습니다.
저는 이건 대표님의 성견지명이라고 생각합니다.
감사합니다.
앞서서 준비를 하고 있었으니까 때를 만났을 때 멈한 게 아닐까요?
그렇죠.
하루도 빠지지 않고 올렸다는 게 전 포인트라고 생각합니다.
맞습니다.
본업이 아닌데도 하루도 안 빠지고 그렇게 성실하게 할 수 있어요?
제가 영어 단어를 좋아하는 게 규율이라는 단어거든요. 디스플린. 저는 그렇게 생각해요. 자기가 자기 자신을 좋아하면 그 어떤 환경이 있든 그냥 행복할 수 있다고 생각하거든요. 근데 그 자기 자신을 좋아하려면 규율이 있어야 된다고 봐요. 그래서 자기가 자기 루틴을 만들고 그런 것들을 해나가면서 자기가 자기를 믿게 되는 그리고 자기가 자신이 좋아지는 거지. 그런 걸로 친다고 할 때 시작하기가 되게 두렵긴 하지만은 하다 보면 습관이 되고 그게 실력이 되고 그게 이제 자신을 좋아하게 되고 이렇게 선순환으로 돌아가는 것 같아요. 처음에는 힘들더라도 그냥 계속 하다 보면 그냥 해야 되는 일이니까 그냥 자연스럽게 습관이 되는 그런 거라서 노력해서 했다기보다는 습관을 잘 들인 건 아닌가 그렇게 생각합니다.
근데 그게 내 몸에 배일 때까지 재밌었어요, 대표님?
재미도 있었고 힘들기도 했죠. 못하는 상황들이 분명히 있잖아요. 그런 상황에서도 그냥 하는 거죠. 억지로라도.
왜 하셨어요? 힘든데.
제가 하고 싶은 일이었으니까.
아직까지 내 진로를 정하지 못한 사람들이 늘 하는 고민이 내가 잘하는 걸 해야 하나 내가 좋아하는 것을 해야 하나 라는 질문을 하잖아요.
네.
답을 가지고 있으신 것 같은데요, 대표님.
SNS에서 강의하고 하는 부분들이 그런 부분들이에요. 뭔가 시작할 때 좀 어려워하거든요. 근데 사실은 시작이 먼저라고 보거든요. 일단 시작을 하고 잘하는 건 두 번째라고 봐요. 그러니까 그걸 하다 보면 사실 실력이 늘거든요.
여러분은
뭐든지 할 수 있다.
포기하지 않으면
성공한다.
성공한다. 여러분 뭐든지 하실 수 있습니다.
아이고야, Olivia, 왜 이렇게 귀엽노? Always so cute. Ang PD, what do we say to cute things? That's right. Thank you so much, Olivia, for that lovely interview, and to our interviewee, Kim Jong-hoon 대표님, who runs a trophy manufacturing business as his main profession, while he also engages in AI-related social media activities on the side. Now, he has grown rapidly by consistently posting content and gaining tens of thousands of followers in a very short period of time. He says he cites foresight and discipline consistency as the keys to his success, explaining that producing content every single day without fail turned into a habit and reflected his sincerity. Now, based on his work, which he really loves, he prioritizes starting rather than giving up, believing that skills will naturally accumulate along the way. I love that. Just do it. Just get on with it, right? And then he also emphasized that the driving force behind his continued social media activity is his strong belief in discipline, which he even chose as his favorite English word. And he explained that in order to truly like oneself, discipline is essential. I love that. I will echo that. I will also add discipline is freedom. Because he says by building routines and putting them into practice, one can create a virtuous cycle of self-trust and self-liking. And actually, you have the freedom to do many, many things when you are disciplined. Indeed, indeed. So one more time, thank you, Olivia. And again to 대표님, 김정훈 대표. 너무너무 감사합니다. It's now 5:07 p.m. Can you believe we just had Colleen Park in the studio? Can you believe it? It was just like a whirlwind. Where did she go? Come back. Come back. I want to do that interview again. I'm really, really disappointed that we only have, 20 minutes for these kind of interviews. It would have been so good to have a full hour because I think we could have got some, really, really extra cool insight as well. And the interview was perfect. It was so good. She was so wonderful, but it's just sad that we have to say goodbye, right? It's one of those things. That's how I feel when I have to say goodbye to you at 5:53 p.m. every single day. 여러분, that's how I feel. So sad. There's so much more to say, but, good things have to come to an end. Yeah, because then if it was all good things all the time, we wouldn't know what good things were. Oh, the good times. Anyway, it's 5:08. I've rambled for a minute and a half. You're welcome. It's Thursday. It's the 2nd of October. This is For Your Busan. I'm your host, Laura McCluckey. And you are tuned in to For Your Busan on 90.5 and 103.3 FM. Welcome to BEFM. 부산영어방송입니다. 반갑습니다. It's absolutely autumn now, and look at the sky outside. It's quite dark outside. We've got lots of people texting in today. Thank you all for your lovely questions for Colleen Park, Artistic Director of the upcoming National Sports Festival and Para Games Festival. You sent lots and lots of different messages. However, the reason I didn't read out so many is that she was giving answers to so many of the questions while she was talking. So I just didn't specifically read out all of the questions. So, for example, 2963 Neem said, what do you want to emphasize the most about Busan opening and closing ceremonies? She explained that very well and very thoroughly. So I just didn't ask the questions, right? But I want to say thank you so much. Do we have 2 coffee coupons to give to people who sent questions? I think we do. 4? 2. What's your fingers doing to me now? Da, 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 da. Okay, so we do have some coffee coupons. We'll tell you who's going to get those a little bit later. Also, if you want to be on the mic, get in touch. Let us know because we would love to have you in our studio. We'd love to know a bit more about your life. And don't forget as well, if you speak English and you are a non-native speaker, you can come into the studio and tell us all about your English language learning journey for My Life, My English. Alrighty then. Do we have another text topic? Yes, we do. The text topic is very simply, what is your plan during this 추석? 네, 이번 텍스토픽은 2부에 다른 텍스토픽 있잖아요. 그래서 2부의 텍스토픽은 이번 추석에 어디로 떠나시나요? 아니면 뭐 어떤 계획이 있나요? 샵 9050 pound 9050 or KakaoTalk. You can send your text messages in to us for 101. KakaoTalk is free, or get onto our YouTube live stream and send us a message in the chat box. We've also got 삽살개님 texting in saying, Hiya. Oh no, I missed her, but I'm 퇴근ing. Yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens. Unfortunately, between 4 p.m. and 6 p.m., it's not the most convenient time for just blowing off work and tuning in. Although I'm glad that many of you do it. I encourage it. every single day. Benny Neem says, text topic answer, probably normal things, chilling at home, listening to the radio. Yeah, everybody up here has been talking about their Chuseok plans. Let me scroll up. Busan Ajinim says, I'm working now, although the holiday starts soon. And saying, 즐거운 추석 복 많이 받으세요. And yes, indeed. Also, Sangmin Pak Nim says, Busan Ajinim, do you have any Chuseok plans? My Chuseok plan is listening to the radio, including BEFM, blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Not that I want to promote those other places. BEFM and the other ones. Just kidding. Just kidding. But we can't. Can we say those on air? Are we allowed to say those on air? I think we are. Anyway, more people texting in saying we want to have a very comfortable Chuseok, so not going anywhere. That's nice. I like that. I think not going anywhere is a good idea for Chuseok. I don't think we really need to go anywhere. If we don't have an obligation to go and see family, then we don't need to go anywhere. Can I tell you a very sad story, actually? Yeah, oh, look at Ang PD's face. Oh, no. This is really sad. And it's my real story. I got a phone call today at about maybe 1 p.m. To say that very sadly, my 왕 할머니, or like my 왕 엄마, 큰 엄마, 제일 큰 엄마, 돌아가셨습니다. So she was very, very old and she lived with lots of children and family around her. But 왕 큰 엄마, she was like 93 or 94. And so she was in 요양원. And sadly, she passed away yesterday. So I have to go to 거제 today. But I'm worried about the traffic. And I don't really like funerals because I get very upset. I get very teary. She was my favorite. She was so funny. And let me tell you a funny story about her to keep her memory 즐겁게, as she was. She used to hold my hand. I would go to her house. She would sit down and she would have her knee up like this. And she'd be reaching out and she'd have half her teeth in. And she would talk to me in the strongest 사투리 I have ever heard in my life. And I understood about 4% of what she would say. And I would do this. 네, 그렇습니다, 어머니. 네, 맞습니다. 네. 네. And I had no idea what she was saying. But she loved to talk with me. And so she would always hit me and hug me. And it was so nice. And so I'm very sad that she has passed away. But she is... thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. But everybody's saying rest in peace and everything. But she lived a beautiful life and we will remember her very well. And, it's just part of life. But I think... it's really beautiful that she's going at this time because I just went to do 묘 at my father-in-law's ancestors' place. And so we went to, do our ancestral rites and bow to the ancestors. And now 큰엄마 has also passed on to go and join them. 슬프지만 너무 행복합니다 because she had a very good life. So I hope everybody is enjoying a very meaningful start to your Chuseok holiday. And I'm going to play you a song, and then we're going to come back with a quiz. Deal? A dealio? This is Shine Your Way by Owl City.
Just before the dawn, when the light's still gone, shine your way. And you may not know where to go to shine your way. Open road, but it's still dark. Build a fire from a spark and shine your way. Feed the feeling in your heart. Don't conceal it, then you'll start to find your way.
No one can stop what has begun. You must believe when I say all of your tears will dry faster in the sun. Starting today, shine your way.
feeling deep inside, you can let it be your guide to find your way. And there's no time for us to waste. Gotta take a leap of faith and fly away.
Don't have to walk, now you can run. Nothing can get in your way.
All of your tears will dry faster in the sun.
Starting today, shine, 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 shine your way.
Morning is breaking,
darkness is fading.
We found our way to the light. It's such a beautiful sight. Anytime, anywhere, turn around and I'll be there to shine your way.
Like a star burning bright, lighting up your darkest night. I'll shine
your way.
Now I can see
you are the one
sent here to show me the way. All of our tears will dry faster in the sun. Starting today,
shine, shine, shine. We're on our way. Shine, shine, shine. That's what we say. Shine, shine, shine. Shine your way. There's a reason why you shine. Shine your way.
all of our tears will dry faster in the sun.
Shine your way.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining us here. The time is now 5:18. It's Thursday, the 2nd of October. I was about to say August there. This is For Your Busan, and you are here with me, Laura McCluskey. I'm your host. Welcome to the quiz. Quiz time. I want to say thank you to everybody in the comments, by the way. Your words are very kind and I appreciate it. So I felt very comfortable sharing with you all because I know that we are BFFs and we can share these kind of things. And actually, I'm quite an open book on the radio, so feel free to ask me anything. Anything. Don't look at me like that. It is a Busan dialect quiz today. 네, 여러분, 오늘의 퀴즈 주제는 부산 사투리 퀴즈입니다. So Busan, of course, has a very unique dialect, and it sometimes plays an important role in movies or dramas, even in relationships between people. So let's have some time together to share the wonders of Busan 사투리. So I'm going to play you one sentence in Busan dialect. You have to try and guess what it means and translate it, okay? Ready? 네, 여러분, 우리는 오디오 클립 하나가 있습니다. 그래서 여러분 잘 듣고 무슨 말인지 사투리인데요. 그래서 무슨 말인지 좀 통역해 주세요. 번역해 주세요. 알겠습니까? 네, 큐!
정구씨 지금 대파가 가온나?
누구 목소리인지? 이 목소리가 좀 익숙한 건데? 자, 다시 한번.
정구씨 지금 대파가 가온나?
더블시술 때보다 간다. 더블시술. What was that? 파대리님. That's 파대리님's voice, right? The reason we call him 파대리님 is his name isn't Pa, and he's not actually 대리님, but from back in the day. We had a contest to see what would happen first. 대리님 learning English or growing 대파 in our studio. 대파 was winner. Roratia님 says 한국어 맞나요? 맞아요. 한국어 맞아요. 나도 그렇게 생각했는데요. 했는데 예. If you know the answer, get in touch. pound 9050 샵 9050 or KakaoTalk. Do you want me to read this? Do you want me to read this? Shall I read it strangely? That's more fun, isn't it? Okay. Let me read it for you. 정규지 지침을 대파가 나오나. Is that right? Was it? Oh, I said 나오나. No. 가오나. Do you know what? I didn't even read it quickly, so why am I making that mistake? 한국어 진짜 I don't have my eyeballs in. Wait a minute. Here we go. 정구지 짐을 치짐을 대파가 가오나. 이것도 무슨 말일까요? 이거 무슨 사투리인데 진짜 한국어 아닌 것 같아요. It doesn't seem like Korean, eh? Anyway, can we listen to the clip one more time and then we'll go to a song? I think we want to hear it one more time. It sounds very weird. Okay, let's take a listen.
정구씨 지금 대파가 가온나?
가오나. Oh, I think I know what it means. Oh, I see the answer. I did not know what it means. I'm silly. I did not know. But it is related to Chuseok. So there you go. Pound 9050 샵 9050 or Kakao Talk. Get in touch. 101 for the text messages. Kakao Talk is free. So is the live chat in YouTube. Okay, this is Heaven by EXO. I'll see you after this.
Hello angel 그림 같아 하늘을 보면 너만 보여 City street lights 불이 꺼지고 달이 사라져 눈이 부신 건 하늘이 떨어뜨린 게 그게 바로 너니까
웃음이 나와 왠지 매일 밤 눈을 감아도 잠이 안 와 네 생각에 또 밤을 새나 빛나는 네 미소가 숨쉬게 날 아마도 넌 내게 다 내게를 숨기면지 내걸 누가 봐도 넌 나만의 천사 너와 함께면 날아갈 수 있어 나
너에게 저 하늘은 모든 것을 다 주고 나에게 이 세상은 너를 준 거야 내 곁에 너를 두고 하늘로 못 도망가게 너를 잡아둘래 너를 가둬둘래 널 안아줄게 Hello angel 그림 같아 하늘을 보면 너만 보여 City street lights 불이 꺼지고 달이 사라져 너 눈이 부신 건 하늘이 떨어뜨린 별 그게 바로 너니까 그게 바로 너니까
Yeah She say 쉽게 장난처럼 예쁘다는 말은 말아줘 이불처럼 좀 더 따뜻하게 안아줘 처음처럼 변함없이 곁에 남아줘 I'll be 항상 상상하던 너와 함께 영원할 수 있다면 나 뭐든지 할게 꿈이라면 쫓기지 않기 And I just wanna know 너의 매일
너에게 저 하늘은 모든 것을 다 주고 나에게 이 세상은 너를 준 거야 네 맘 다치지 않게 절대 흔히 가지 않게 너를 지켜줄게 너를 위해 살게 약속할게 Hello angel 그림 같아 하늘을 보면 너만 보여 City street lights 불이 꺼지고 달이 사라져 눈이 부신 걸 하늘이 떨어뜨린 게 그게 바로 너니까 가장 화려한 천국의 보석도 이토록 눈부신 너보다는 못할걸 멀어지지 말아줘 Baby won't you stay 언제까지 너만 사랑해 Hello angel 그림 같아 하늘을 보면 너만 보여 City street lights 불이 꺼지고 달이 사라져 넌 눈이 부신 건 하늘이 떨어뜨린 별 그게 바로 너니까 그게 바로 너니까
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining us. It's part 2 of the Busan Quizmaster. Pew, 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 pew. Okay, you know what time it is. It's time to take the elevator to the top floor. Welcome. 5th floor. Ladies Sportswear. Holy moly. Who's getting the right answer to the quiz? How do you know this is the right answer? I'm very surprised. Okay. You are very correct. How did you even get that? Okay, so you got it from what I said, I guess. Anyway, today we have a Saturi quiz. We've got a Busan dialect quiz. So all you need to do, while I'm waving this stick around my face, I will tell you 3 things in my bad Korean, and you have to guess the right answer to the Saturi, okay? The Saturi is 정구지지짐을 대빠가오나. Okay, that was my Korean. Good? Was it good? Oh, yeah. I feel like that was insincere. Let me do it again. 정구지집을 대빠가오나. It's too hard. Okay. Can we hear the clip? And then I will read something in bad Korean for you, okay? Let's have the hint.
전구지지짐 대파가 온나.
Oh, that's nice and slow. 정구지지짐 대파오나. But you didn't say all. Okay, never mind. Anyway, so that's the clip. I'm going to read you 3 options. Tough guy says perfect. 고맙습니다. 에이, 립 서비스를 할 필요 없었습니다. 근데 그래도 고맙습니다. Okay, here's my options for you. Ready? In my bad Korean with an American accent. 부추 찜에 앙 PD loves it. Ready? 부추 찜에는 대파를 가운데 넣어라. Number 1. Okay, good. Okay. 2번. Number 2. 부침개를 찢어서 간장을 찍어라. Good. Number 3. 부추전을 데워서 가져다 달라. You're welcome. My work here is done. What does it mean? pound 9050 shop go. If you know what it means, let's listen one more time to this 사투리 in a minute. There we go.
전구지지짐 대파가 온나.
Oh, there we go. 전구지지짐 대파가 온나. So you'll probably hear this over the next week or so because it's Chuseok. And if you know the answer, what is this in real Korean? Or maybe you can translate it into English for me. Oh, that's better. 영어로 번역해 주세요. Translate it into English. Don't just translate the Saturi, the dialect, into normal Korean. I don't say normal Korean. Saturi is normal. Into formal or 표준어 Korean. But translate the Korean into English. Come on. Right answers only. Also, wrong answers accepted. Ready? We've got 도대체 무슨 말이에요? 땡! 리레이션님. No, 탈락. 무슨 말일까요? 무슨 말인지 아시죠? 분위기가 3번인 게 분위기 3번. 상윤님, I need my warm pizza. 탈락. I need my warm pizza. You want a warm 앙피디도 warm pizza? 탈락. Jenny in Hong Kong 님, I think you're doing a good job here. 리레이션 님 전혀 모르겠습니다. I said it. I think it was good. Benny 님 says I want my warm pizza stat. Dang. No, incorrect. It's not a Oh, that was nice, but that was too nice. Who says 부추? That doesn't exist. Just kidding. Incorrect. 탈락. 삽살개님 탈락. You are also 탈락. Everybody's 탈락. 성민옥님, 성목오님. Ooh, that could be it. Would you please give me the chai pancake heated up? That could be it. Relation name is losing the will to live there. I like that a lot. No, I mean, I don't like that you're losing the will to live. I like the emojis you're sending. We've got so many people texting in. 0979님, 정답. 전구지 찌짐을 대파가 온나 때워서. 근데 번역해 주세요. 진짜 한국어로 아니면 영어로 번역해 주시면 감사하겠습니다. We've got a 3033님 texting in with the right answer. 0921님 texting in. 7410님 also texting in with the right answer. This is too easy. It's too easy for you. Oh, so sad. 사투리 듣기 평가하면 저는 0점. That's okay. Listen, we love it. We love the wrong answers. I'm going to come back in a minute with the right answer. So in the meantime, this is Paradise by Team X. I'll see you soon.
잡고서 세상을 향해 힘껏 소리쳐 하늘을 걸어 약속해 영원히 오직 너만을 사랑해
밤하늘 불빛 같은 우리 둘만의 아름다운 꿈 패러다이스 너와 함께 한다면 어디든 갈 수 있어 to the my paradise
너 힘들었던 시간과 그 아픔 모두 다 잊어봐 이제부터 시작이야 너와 함께 떠나보는 거야 달려가는 거야 Loving you forever Almost paradise 태양보다 더 따스한 날 보는 너의 눈빛은 온 세상 다 가진 듯해 In my life 내 지친 삶의 빛처럼 다가와준 네 사랑은 언제까지나 간직할 수 있다면 You are all of my love You are all of my life 내 모든 걸 걸어서 나는 널 사랑해 저 푸른 바다 같은 우리 둘만의 아름다운 곳 Paradise 너와 함께 한다면 어디든 갈 수 있어 To the my Paradise 너 힘들었던 시간과 그 아픔 모두 다 잊어봐 이제부터 시작이야 너와 함께 떠나보는 거야 달려가는 거야 Loving you forever Almost paradise 아침보다 더 눈부신 날 향한 너의 사랑이 온 세상 다 가진 듯해 In my life 내 지친 삶의 꿈처럼 다가와준 네 모습을 언제까지나 간직할 수 있다면
천사 같은 네 미소가 가득한 우리 나 보내 너만을 위한 꽃들로 영원히 채워둘 거야
Almost paradise 태양보다 더 따스한 날 보는 너의 눈빛은 온 세상 다 가진 듯해 In my life 내 지친 삶의 빛처럼 다가와준 네 사랑은 언제까지나 간직할 수 있다면
I love this song. I really like this song. It makes me happy every time I hear it. It really does. Also because I know I'm going to introduce the answer and the winner of today. Now, I think we're going to introduce 3 winners. Is that right? We've got 2 from the Colleen Park interview segment, and then we've got 1 from today. So that will be exciting. 홍지 PT 준비하셨습니까? Okay, good. So today was a 사투리 or a Busan dialect quiz. And do we have one more? Can we just listen to one more clip of the 사투리? This is what the 사투리 was. Here we go.
전구지 찌짐 대파가 온나.
So what does it mean? It's really hard. But basically, the answer is 전구지 지짐을 대파가 가온나. Please heat up the chive pancake and bring it here. So there we go. That was the answer, because let me get into it. Oh, we didn't do the drum roll. Pretend I didn't say that. The answer is... Wait. The answer is... We're very focused today, as you can tell. Please heat up the chive pancake and bring it here. Wonderful. Wonderful. Mwah. Chef's kiss. The winner who will win something delightful is 0921 Neem. Congratulations! And also we've got some more 커피 상품권 from the Colleen Park segment. Can we have another do-do-do-do-do? That was very fun. The winners of that segment are 대지바님 and 3869님. Yay! Congratulations. We'll get in touch with you. We will send you your lovely vouchers. Thank you to everybody. 성관님, 영님, 김덕수님, 김상윤님, everybody who texted in, everybody who sent messages. And yeah, so just 전구지 is 부추, chives. That's Busan. Jijim is 전, pancakes, or Korean pancake. We would say fritters in English. And then other things, 대파가, which is 데워서, and 가오나 is 가지고 오세요. Anyway, time for us to say cheerio because Matthew's in the studio patiently waiting. We'll do the quiz again tomorrow.
Tune in to For Your Busan, featuring local news, events, and interviews with people in the community. Airing from 4:05 to 6 p.m.
Matthew's in the studio. It's time for We Are Family or Modern Family in Busan. Hi, Matthew.
Hey, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very good. I'm on the verge of a 7-day holiday, so I'm feeling
Congratulations.
fantastic.
You're wearing a nice shirt.
Oh, thank you.
You look very nice today.
Yeah. Do you know what my favorite instrument is?
What is it?
A xylophone. And I'm actually impressed. You're making very clear sound.
Let
Let's
me
hear
just
it.
demonstrate something.
Perfect.
It's not my first time.
All right.
Expensive?
At our house, we have a lot of toy xylophones.
That make
They
a
do
bang.
not have that. Oh, man. Sounds phenomenal.
Let me do this.
Okay.
Okay, that's enough. Anyway, you're here for Modern Family,
Yes.
or We Are Family in Busan. What is the segment?
So today, I wanted to talk about a staple of the Korean education system.
Okay.
Which is the open class.
I thought we'd be talking about Chuseok.
Chuseok next week.
Okay, Chuseok next week. This week, something else. Okay.
The open class. So first of all, and I'm talking about my experiences as a dad.
Okay.
And my daughter had an open class this week, which is why it's on the top of my mind.
Okay.
So first of all, do you know what an open class is?
Open class for me, okay, I would say two things. Open class is when any student for adults can come in and join, because I used to teach open classes.
Okay.
But also open class where the parents can come in and watch.
Yes, exactly. So to start with, when you were a kid in Scotland, did you guys have open classes?
Yes, we did. I do remember the parents coming and standing around and sitting in the little chairs and that kind of stuff. So yes, I do remember, but not very vividly.
In America, like we had things where the parents would come and participate, but I don't ever remember having like the parents come and just watch the class.
So I remember the parents coming to do stuff together.
Right.
But I don't think ever just watching the class.
Right, but an open class kind of is where they just observe.
In Korea?
Yeah. So it's slightly different.
I guess I've never been in an open class then in Korea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, but there's different levels and different types, and we're going to talk about that.
Okay.
So you said you've taught open classes.
So when I was teaching university students, I would do open classes. I would open a class and it would be English speaking, for example. So if the students were not my students, anybody could come freely. It was open to everyone. So that kind of open class.
Okay. All right. So I think this is a little different. So when I first came to Korea, I was a public school teacher in Yangsan. And so I taught English with a co-teacher. And we would do these open classes. And my co-teacher at the time, she was kind of like a star. So she won all these prizes and awards for her classes and her curriculum. So the open class, all the parents would come, the principal would come, the other teachers would come, and she was really passionate about it. She wanted to, cross every T and dot every I. And if people aren't familiar with that phrase, it means, 100% 다 열심히 하는 거. Do everything exactly right. So we were a good team.
Yeah.
And our open classes were great, I think. But the parents would just come and watch. However, it showed me, A, how much effort goes into an open class in Korea, and B, how much stress teachers get from them, because you really need to put a lot of effort into it. However, when we did it, it was a lot of fun because the energy in the room was really palpable. Because all the parents were sitting around, the principal was sitting around, students were really focused. And it was really like, I don't know, it was fun. So I enjoyed doing it. So that's my perspective from the teacher side.
Right.
Today, I want to go more to the parent side.
Okay.
Okay. So this week, my 4-year-old, 5살,
4-year-old.
She had an open class at her 어린이집. So your kids went through 어린이집,
So both my kids have done Korean 어린이집, just Korean, yeah.
Okay. Did you have like the open class where the parents could
We
come?
did have an open class at my son's 어린이집. At my daughter's one, we don't have open classes because she's still she's a 어린이집, but she's a young 어린이집, not like older 어린이집.
Okay.
And also the rooms are small, so they don't invite the parents to do that. But the parents can drop in anytime, really. I mean, they're very open. But I went to my son's one, and I was absolutely furious because they gave every child a hermit crab as a gift.
And you were furious about this?
Yes.
Hermit crabs are fabulous.
Well, yes, and I still have it. So this hermit crab is still in my house. His name is Andy, and I have a massive tank for him and sand, and I have to feed him and keep him alive because I can't reintroduce him to his natural habitat. He would die immediately. So I was so angry because I thought, why are you taking things out of their natural habitat to give as gifts to 4-year-olds? I was furious. But also I love my hermit crab. So I love him.
So there's nothing against Andy.
Nothing
More
against
just a
Andy.
gift.
I thought it was a very stupid gift. Don't give alive things to children.
Okay. Interesting. So now, the 어린이집 open class is different than the elementary school.
Yes.
So I taught in elementary school. The 어린이집, it's different because the parents are actually much more involved.
Yeah.
Right? So when you come in, there's like, first of all, there's free time, and you can play with your kid for like 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of fun because your child, like, an 어린이집's full of toys. So they show you all their favorite things. They show you what they like to do. And you really get a sense of like what they do during the day.
Who they are, yeah.
Because a lot of time you put them on the bus at, 8:30 in the morning. They come home at 4 o'clock, and between 8:30 and 4, what do they do?
Yeah.
So you get to go there and you just get to hang out for 15 minutes, see what they do, and they love it. And they get comfortable with you in their space. You know what I mean? At the elementary school, there's not really anything like that.
Yeah, no, not the same.
Right. It's much more kind of the students are here, the parents are here. Also, children that are 3 to 5 years old, they don't really have the sense that this is like a model class.
Yeah.
Right?
They don't have the 눈치.
Yeah, 그런 눈치 없어요. So if you're 11 years old, you're like, oh, my parents are here, the principal's here, I'm going to be on my best
I got to
behavior.
do well.
Right? So it's
Yeah.
really like this ideal setting.
Yeah.
Whereas with a 3-year-old, a 4-year-old, it's actually much more naturalistic.
Yeah.
Which is good and bad, right? It's good because you see, all right, this is actually what life is like every day at the Arena Egypt. So that's kind of fun because they just can't keep up the good behavior for 1 hour.
Yeah.
They're little kids. So I loved it. Kids, they're doing great for 20 minutes and then like stuff starts to break down. They start to wiggle and wriggle. But it's much more natural. You feel like this is what the teacher deals with. So I quite enjoyed it. So the obvious issue for me, though, is that I'm an American dad. So when I go to the open class, I stand out a bit. Right?
No, come on.
No, some people notice.
외국인이다. 외국인도 왔어.
Oh. So it's a
Yeah.
bit of a distraction.
A little bit.
But really important thing is to know your children's teachers. So sometimes I've gone to the open class where I knew the teacher a lot.
Yeah.
Right? When they get off the bus, when I pick them up, 그래서 얘기 많이 하고 그냥 자연스럽게 친하게 지낼 수 있어요. So we have no problem. I go to the class. She treats me like everybody else. But I've had other classes where I didn't really know the teacher, and suddenly it's very awkward.
Yeah.
Because do you know what the assumption is?
Number 1, that you don't speak Korean. Number 2, that you don't eat spicy food.
Exactly. Right. So they're like, how are we going to fit in this guy? He doesn't speak Korean. But, for expat parents out there who neglect their Korean a little bit, this is an excellent reason to study your Korean.
Yes.
When you go to the open class at the Arena Egypt, just go, be comfortable, and don't worry about not understanding.
Yeah.
So, fortunately for me, my Korean is good enough that it doesn't make it a big problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's very cute. Do you know something that frustrates me a little bit? Because I get that as well.
Yeah.
People assume that I don't speak Korean because I'm a foreigner.
Right.
Which is fine. I mean, that doesn't bother me. But then I will speak Korean to them as fluently as I possibly can.
Okay.
And they'll say, oh, 한국말 할 줄 아세요? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. And then they'll still turn to my husband and say, 와이프님 어느 나라 사람이세요? I'm like, 저한테 말씀하세요. 저한테 말씀하시면 되세요, 선생님.
No.
Because they'll look at me and they'll see that I'm speaking Korean, and then they'll still turn to my husband, who is Korean, and ask questions about me. And doctors do it, and teachers do it, and it's really strange to me. And it's happened to me in classes, like for the Korean.
Yeah.
Like the Korean side of classes. Even though I'm speaking to the teacher fluently in Korean, they'll still turn to my Korean husband and ask a question about me.
Yes. I've had that experience as well.
Yeah. Isn't that strange?
Yes. But I think you just need to put yourself forward and answer the question
I do.
yourself.
Oh, I do.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Okay.
저한테 말씀하세요.
Oh, okay.
Not in a mean way, but, in a strict way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My daughter, though, she's very bubbly. She's the most 활발 person in our family. And when we come to her open class, she just loves it.
Yeah.
So she's like, can't settle down. She's so happy her mom and dad are there. So, this was just a couple of days ago. It was a wonderful feeling. My son, he's more sensitive about being the multicultural kid.
Well, yeah.
So he's more
because-
like, 엄마만 오면 안 돼요. Right? Kind of thing.
Yeah.
He's a little older.
So which son is this?
My second son.
Second son, right?
My first son, I mentioned a few times, he's autistic.
Yeah.
When we come, he's just sort of like, what
Mom
are
and Dad are here.
What are you doing here? And then he just goes about his business.
He just does his stuff.
He's like,
yeah.
look at, that's strange.
You're here.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So it doesn't faze him either way. My second son is very sensitive. My third, my daughter, she loves it.
Loves it.
Yeah. So it's strange. Like one family, same parents, three completely different reactions.
I love that though.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the beautiful things about having yes, a multicultural family, yes, but also just a family in general. You get to experience, if you have children, more than one, you get to experience their different personalities, and you can't treat them the same. And I don't mean that you don't treat them all equally fairly. I mean that you cannot treat them the same way.
Tailor your style to
because
each individual.
They're all different people, and so the way you act in your daughter's open class would be different to your son's.
Right.
And just, and that's cool.
Okay. So I have a question to ask you as we wrap up.
Yeah.
So this open class, I feel, is like kind of unique to Korea a bit. Were there any special days or events from your youth, your education, that kind of like stand out to you?
Yes.
What? Okay, go ahead.
I used to remember when the stationery company, which I can't say the name of because it's worldwide and current, the stationery company would come to our school, and it was a day where you could buy pencils and rubbers and glue, and there was a kind of, at the time, a very popular brand called Yikes, and it was all these different kinds of colors and designs of pencils, erasers. You could go and buy like joke books and everything, so it was like a book fair, but they would come to our school maybe 4 times a year, and that was my favorite day.
Really?
Yeah, I got little bear like glue, just normal glue, but it was shaped in a bear bottle. I still remember it. I still remember where exactly it was. It was so impactful to me because it was so magical to be able to see all this stuff and buy all these books. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So for me, we had a walkathon. So you would walk around the neighborhood. These days, they don't let kids go out of the school as much. But we'd walk around the neighborhood, and if you did all the walking, beforehand, you would get pledges from people. They would give you money.
Yes, a sponsored walk.
Sponsored walk.
Yeah.
They were so much fun. It was my favorite day of the year. I would love for like my kids to do something like that.
That would be so cool.
Because first you went around to all your neighbors and they like
You said,
signed
give
it.
me the money.
But no. You only got the money after the walk.
Exactly, yeah.
Right.
But they
and
would
then
pledge.
you would walk around the neighborhood, they would pledge, and for that day you would just, kind of you weren't free. You had to follow the route.
Yeah.
But oh my goodness, I loved it.
So fun.
Yes.
Super duper fun. Oh, Matthew, that was so fun. And I'm glad you had a fun time at your daughter's open class. I'm sure she had a blast as well.
And my son, last week, we talked about football. He scored a goal.
Yes!
The team lost, but he scored a goal.
Doesn't matter. He scored, so that's all that matters. I love that. Listen, we will see you same time next week for Chuseok.
And we will talk about Chuseok.
We'll talk about Chuseok.
Yes.
Until then, enjoy the rest of your week and happy Chuseok.
Happy Chuseok, everybody. See you next time.
All right, it's time for me to say goodbye for today's show. Time flies when you're having fun. Today's show was produced by Tong Yuna, written by Hong Kyung-hwa, hosted by Laura McCluckey. I'll be back with you tomorrow. Until then, have a beautiful Thursday and happy Chuseok. Final song, Moonlight by Ariana Grande. Bye-bye.
The sun is setting and you're right here by my side. And the movie is playing, but we won't be watching tonight.